days, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, Iris Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything in it.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. Down to about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Skirts by him at the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, we're good.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Cousins. His throw incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rip, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Tackle there by Lewis Cine. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. From the gun, it's Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Addison will go in motion left. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Eagles nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Listen to me. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Vikings.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. First the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two, so I would agree with you totally on that. And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the gun, here's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
King, Phil King. Phil King.
Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's second and 10.
63. Hey, easy, 63, bang.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Swift going to try up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's first and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Osborne motions left. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So still 14 yards to go. Second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Cousins now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Third and long for Cousins. And he is caught. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Cousins now to throw on first down. This one caught by Osborne, right side. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Jefferson moving in motion left. Cousins now on second down. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To the air again, it's Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Cousins.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it.
Still going. They can't stop him. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. An even 100 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
Cousins to throw it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Cam Akers,
as the first half is winding down.
and the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Back over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
73, 73.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Mekhi Blackman's got it.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
The kick by Joseph is good.
And that will do it for this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Cousins.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Good route there. Two.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
First down, here's Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A give up the middle to Akers.
He stiff arms him. Touchdown, Vikings!
Cam Akers
With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
but it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Second down, Cousins. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Cousins.
That pass taken in by Addison.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards that time.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Akers going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Cam Akers
From a yard out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but and we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Eagles 7. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Lewis Cine.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Following the interception, Cousins. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Jalen Carter
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
First. Yellow.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Hey, Steamer! 300. Listen to me.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cousins on 3rd and 2.
Pass complete to Akers on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Black. Wide.
To throw is Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Great.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Listen. Good route here. Hey, can't.
Throwing. Cousins.
Addison hauls it in.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
But first down, Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you should.
And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they won to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Black. First. One shot.
Cousins here to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Hurts.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jordan Hicks, his second sack of the night. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
63.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down.
A big gain on the play.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And the kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.